Welcome to the Chronique de l'Art Français channel, where we invite you to a vibrant journey into the heart of Fauvism. Discover how, at the beginning of the 20th century, a group of daring artists shattered conventions to dive into a whirlwind of pure and bold colors. Embark on this colorful adventure where traditional art rules fade away, giving birth to one of the most revolutionary and expressive movements in art history. Fauvism, a movement initiated by critics. The term Fauvism was coined by art critic Louis Vaucel during the 1905 Autumn Salon at the Grand Palais, where a room exhibiting innovative painters was named the Fauve's Cage. This designation refers to the bold and unconventional use of colors by these artists. The public and media reception was predominantly négative and characterized by shock. Camille Mauclair from the newspaper Le Figaro likened the impact of the works to a pot of paint thrown in the face of the public. Fauvism, a distinctly French movement, evolved around Henri Matisse, the leading figure of the group. His painting, Woman with a Hat, caused a particular stir due to its free composition and the use of vibrant, varied colors, especially in the depiction of the woman's face. Distinctive features of Fauvism. Fauvism is marked by simplified drawing and bold use of color, often detached from reality. The brushstrokes are dynamic and visible, employing a palette of bright and saturated colors. Fauvist artists applied paint in distinct dabs or flat areas, opting for unblended colors to achieve maximum intensity. The contrasts between colors are striking, without subtle shades or gradients. Subjects of Fauvists predominantly focused on outdoor landscapes, moving away from the bourgeois interior representations typical of the nobbies. This preference for landscapes coincides with the period of 1906 to 1907, marked by extensive travels of the Fauvist artists. Key figures of the Fauvist movement include Henri Matisse, Maurice de Vlaminck, André Derain. The Fauves' legacy and their influence on modern art. The Fauvism's impact on contemporary and later art movements. Color as a means of emotional and artistic expression. Fauvism, orchestrated by Henri Matisse, a leading figure in Fauvism, was profoundly influenced by the summer of 1904 he spent with Paul Signac, from whom he learned the techniques of color division and neo-impressionism. This experience greatly inspired Matisse, who in 1905 shared his new understanding of color with André Derain during a summer they spent together in Collioure, in the south of France. A group of painters quickly formed around Matisse and Derain, including Henri Manguin, Charles Camoin, and Georges Braque. They all shared a common enthusiasm for the use of bright, pure colors. In Fauvist art, the emphasis is placed on color rather than drawing or fidelity to reality. This approach profoundly influenced Henri Matisse for much of his career. Fauvist works are characterized by bright, unaltered colors intended to make a strong visual impact on the viewer. The Fauves abandoned traditional colors for surprising and vibrant shades, embracing a subjective view of reality far removed from any literal depiction. Their paintings tend toward a simplification of forms, and each Fauve painter has a distinct and unique pictorial style. Maurice de Vlaminck. Maurice de Vlaminck stands out as one of the most intense artists of the Fauvist movement. His works, easily recognizable by their use of pure colors, exude energy and raw power, as seen in his painting, Restaurant at la Machine at Bougival. Vlaminck had the habit of applying paint directly from the tube onto the canvas, a revolutionary method at that time. His Restaurant at la Machine at Bougival perfectly illustrates this spontaneous and bold approach to painting. André Derain. During 2 stays in London, André Derain created the celebrated work, Charing Cross Bridge. In this painting, he uses flat areas of color to represent elements such as the roadway and buildings. The colors are applied unconventionally. The Thames appears yellow while the curved road is painted green. This work was featured at the Autumn Salon in 1906. Georges Braque. Before turning to Cubism, Georges Braque painted The Gulf of Lech. This canvas depicts a gulf surrounded by mountains and olive trees, treated in a style similar to that of Vlaminck and Derain. The painting consists of flat areas of color that form the various elements. Small touches reminiscent of the Impressionists and Pointillists are visible. The vivid color palette, mixing reds, purples, and greens, creates strong contrasts. Lovers of French art and colorful revolutions, join us to explore the depths of Fauvism, a movement that forever changed the face of painting. Subscribe to our Chronique de l'Art Français channel and dive into a world where color reigns supreme. Share your passion, engage in our discussions, and let yourself be transported by the bold beauty of Fauvism.